Good morning, guys. Good morning. Nice little bounce back day. Of course, now I feel like I left so much on the table. And it's hard to be happy with that, but my camera is so zoomed in because of my meetings yesterday. So today's ORB was very, very, very easy, obviously. It's kind of tricky to get in, but did well. I guess I didn't blow my Tradeify accounts yesterday because maybe they have a daily loss limit. I don't know if they do. I know the direct account has daily loss limit, but I didn't think the advanced accounts had daily loss limits, but maybe they do. Long way to recovery, obviously, but I'm just gonna try to take it day by day and see how it goes. How can I get the accounts indicator on your chart? Which one? This one? That's in my Discord. I could join the. You're in my Discord or no? What I'm kicking myself about is yesterday, right? You know, so that's why I'm streaming today, is just to kind of, I should be working on evals, but I'm not really I'm gonna try to take today off from that, just so I don't burn myself out. But if we got a decent pullback, then maybe. Yes, the QUANTOWER update does include all the accounts now, so you could update your QUANTOWER. I gotta update my account QUANTOWER. I'm so outdated on that. I'm probably gonna do it later after the stream and see what it's about. I don't think it's gonna be as clean looking as mine. It's gonna be more simplified, but I wish, yeah, Corey. So I wish yesterday I didn't just continue trading. I would have made half my losses back today. I went for a 28 tick. I did have an issue with TradeSync today though, so I don't know if I made a lot more. I can't tell what happened on TradeSync. I really could not tell you because I thought that I made a lot more, but on PNL I didn't really make that much more, if that makes sense. If I would have not checked, that's where I'm kicking myself. Usually I don't even check NinjaTrader to like right away. Today I did. I wish I didn't because I would have still been like, I would have been in the trade long for, for another, 20, 30, 40 points. And I could have made a lot more and put a dent into that loss yesterday. But I still put a dent in. I think I just got to size down on the Tradeify accounts now and just try to slowly get them back. Or I could do one at a time and do very aggressively. That's another option. I could do one at a time and be very aggressive. So the opening range trade would have to work like it did say, where there was no pullback, right? So I enter and then go straight into target. I could do that and try to save the accounts. It's gonna be my goal. Look what I did on elite trader funding, $1,300 in one day, right? If I do that for 2 days or even 3 days, then I could size down. Then I size down, and as long as I'm in 23% of this, right, which is 23% of that, 13, 14 times 0.23, $300. So as long as I make $300 a day, it counts as a active trading day. With, it's 23% of the biggest day you have. So that's nothing. So I could do these days like two, 3 times, and then size down. Size down. Same thing on Apex. Once I get to like 155, size down. Just to be able to lose and save the accounts after I lose. So let's say I lose on 3 contracts. Okay, next day, I'll take 3 contracts if it wins. Next day, following day, I'll take, because a lot of times my ORB loses back to back for some reason. So I don't want to do it next day. But let's say if I, let's say yesterday I lost, today I won, then tomorrow I would go for a bigger win to make back the loss from yesterday. Because I'm already using a very small size for the 150K account, right? And I would be making like look at this, like 272 on the 150K account. That's gonna take forever to grow this account. But once I'm at the safety net, that's all I really need. Every 8 days times 272, it's $2,100. So I don't really need to make more than that. Maybe one more contract. So this is 2 contracts. I should probably do 3. So that's my plan. I got to get all these accounts to safety net. I did just get my payout from Bullnox. So I traded the account today again. This is the balance after the payout, so it's pretty nice. Bullnox I've always done so much better on when it comes to balances. I don't know why. But how did my opening range trade work? So today, it's a 30-second chart. I mean, today was as straightforward as it gets, right? So just started ripping off the gate. So I went long. I use my mouse orders. So like I traded like this, where the price going, then I'll place an order. Let me just go to a different account so it doesn't copy. I would just place an order like this, right? So as it's going up, and it pulls back a little bit, I'll enter. Or as if it's pushing, I'll enter. Depending on that's kind of the intuition part of it. But the whole point of it is to get a big move off the open, and when we get clean moves like this, it's so easy. It's really the trades like yesterday where there was just no direction at all at the open. And I need to find a way to survive those, right? I need to find a way to survive those without like killing my accounts. And I did it yesterday. I only lost. Today I won 28 ticks. Yesterday I lost 58 ticks. Right? I lost 58 ticks. Today I made 28 ticks. So I'm down only 30 ticks if I don't touch my accounts yesterday. Now these accounts I made money on yesterday, so the balances are nicer, but I lost quite a lot of accounts. The accounts that had a daily loss limit, I have to do that. I have to put a daily loss limit on my Apex accounts. All my accounts really. Like I really have to put a daily loss limit because there's no reason to lose. Like Lucid, for example, like yeah, I'm down, but I lost, but I could still recover those accounts. There's still a chance. So I'm still giving myself a chance. It's going to take a much longer time to do it, but still giving myself a chance to get there. Didn't trade my new Apex accounts today. I think I'm going to focus on those soon as well. Not sure what to do. I don't want to copy trade all the accounts right now. I really want to get in the right mindset and not focus on payouts and focus on trading safer. However, I know when I do that and then it's gonna be an easy, let's say 10-day streak, I'm gonna be like, wow, I wish I copy traded all the accounts and then I would have been nicely green. But the good thing is that the market's finally like having a good day, right? The market's finally having a decent, there's no setups for me, I don't think. Let's take a look if there was any setups that I would have taken. I was not even paying attention, to be honest. Let's see if there's any traps or any two-legged pullbacks. Two-legged pullbacks, most likely not. But traps, there could have been. We'll see if there is any that I missed out on. How would I put a daily loss limit on those accounts? On the Rhythmic. So I use mostly Rhythmic accounts. So Rhythmic accounts, you are able to put a daily loss limit on by logging into your Rhythmic Trader Pro and doing it that way. I'm actually going to do it right now. All right, so you have, why is this not working? Why are we not working? Tick charts, hello? Hold on, let me. Also, guys, I will be giving a 50K Take Profit Trader eval away. I forgot to do it yesterday. I totally forgot we were supposed to do it. And I made a post. I'm going to share a link to it. Actually, I can't. Oh, can I? Yeah. You have to make a comment on that post. That's who I'm going to pick from. All right, so did we have any traps today? Let's see. One right there. Well, that's a nice. What time? Then we had a big. Okay, that was right after the open at 9:31. I wouldn't have taken that. Yeah, then it didn't make any new lows. So a trap is like when it has a pullback and it makes a new high and it pulls right back into that previous low and it holds. So every time it made lows here, it made higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So there was no other trap. Here was the first one, but here was the first one, really, this area. Now we're getting a little bit of a reversal, so gonna have to be careful here, but I might take a short if we do make a lot of lower highs and lower lows. Might take a short. But I was talking about the giveaway. Yes, so the giveaway will be, you have to make a comment on this post, okay? And we'll do the giveaway at like 10:45 or 11 o'clock when I'm done with the stream. But yeah, so it looks like on the daily chart, we just had a simple consolidation, and we're getting right back to all-time highs. That's where we are resisting at right now. These days look pretty violent, and I don't remember them being that way. Maybe they were, I don't know. But man, do I miss maybe these days, maybe not. This is where I struggled big time, right? I struggled big time in these massive, I mean, this day right here was 2,600 points. Two contracts would make you $53,000. Yeah, those days I don't miss, but like this is where I did really well. This was my, especially here, when we finally started to bounce, I did really well. But look how much smaller the candles are once we're going up. You know, a couple squeeze days and then boom. So much chop versus the bearish days. The candles are just massive. Yeah, it's a good bounce back day. And I'm just really upset with myself for not sitting on my hands yesterday and saving the accounts today. Like today, I would have made back half my loss. You know, like, yeah, I still would have been red over the course of 2 days, but I would have been break even on the week. Like, why do I have to like always, but it's because I've used too much size. That's what it is. You know, the accounts that I traded with 2 contracts, I was down only 450 or something. I would be so much, I don't know. So many things are going through my head. Would I be better off trading 2 contracts on every single account? Long term, would that be better? Like by end of, let's say, September, October, would I have like a massive payout? Because I would have built up the account. I don't know. I might have to. What percentage of revenue for a DJ business are the photo booths? Right now it's a lot less, but I don't really know the exact answer to that, but I'm terrible. Like same thing. Like people think like, oh, I don't count my losses or my eval fees because I don't want to like show it. And then you have a question like that about my business, which any business owner should know, and I don't really care. You know, I don't like dial it in like that. I'm just trying to go off of top of my like head because it kind of gets just put together, right? I don't really separate it. Like I know DJs that separate everything. So like we have services that, you know, it's like add-ons. So like a DJ service is $3,000, but then if you want this, it's $1,000. You want that, it's $500, and all those services add up to like 5,000-6,000 sometimes. So some DJs have categorized everything and they know. But photo booths are a big chunk of my revenue because I do like 4 times more photo booths than I do DJing, if that makes sense. So like I could do like 150 photo booths and 50 DJ jobs in a year, or 60 DJ jobs, you know? I used to do like 150 photo booths in a year, and it was just insane. I don't do that anymore. Because I do white label. So one company I'm teaching them how to, you know, set up the photo booth and stuff like that. So they could just do it. But of course, I get a phone call every day about it. Like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? But I'm trying to help them out. They helped me out for so long, and then they'll help me out, in the future if I need. But I want to pay back, and they need the money more than I do now. So, and for me, it's finding staff is the worst part. I hate dealing with employees. So I have my core guys, and I don't feel like finding more people. Any concern about less and less people getting married? No, that's not really gonna affect. People still get married. People die and people get married. All right, but we're getting closer to we break this neckline here. Could be interesting short. Just gotta give the longs a reason to panic. Right now they're still buying. If this starts to range, then that's not gonna be valid. But if this breaks down, and of course the 15-minute opening range trade is so clean today. Push through, bounce back, and it goes. Like, dude, guys, I'm telling you, this is crazy, but every single day I take it, it's a mess every single day, and I don't take it most of the time. It's clean. Like, look how clean this is. Like, I really need to dedicate a set of accounts for this and just go for it. Would I ever exit your company for the right offer? No. DJ business is not really something you could sell. I don't plan on trading today, but we'll see. We will see. Really gotta. So I think I passed to take profit trader finally, guys. Yes, finally. Finally passed. And why is one Apex not activating? Why is one of my Apex evals not activating? Thought I made the payment for it. Oh, shorts playing out kind of. See, this is kind of what I was talking about, and I feel like I missed it, but we'll take the first pullback. There we go. Wow, wait, I just looked down on my phone for 2 seconds, and you're telling me those 1, 2, 3, 4 candles formed that quickly? Jesus. I need to rewatch this on stream. That's wild. Where did this volatility come from? Damn, I was up a lot. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the reversal though. Once it starts to make lower lows and lower highs, the panic starts to set in. I'll take one off. $647, we'll take that. We'll take that. Oh, volatility's coming back a little bit. Let's go. This is probably going to sell off quite harshly too. Yeah. Could have made more because it's a 30% consistency is far away from this account. Nice sell off there. Good morning, Luna. Yeah, left a lot on the table there. I have no patience for winners. Well, I'm happy with that. I mean, $647 on 2 contracts is nice. Could have been a lot more. Can we get a trappy trap? Or are we playing a two-legged pullback game already? Or is it too soon for that? This could be a two-legged pullback right here. I think it's still too early for that. But volatility is back, guys. Volatility is back. I'll hold on to my short for now. See if we could go right through the 15-minute low. Doesn't seem like it. This could be a reversal. Should be looking for it to like a pullback to the long side soon if we consolidate here, but hopefully we still make a new leg. I'd like to see another leg lower, and then once we get down like here, then start to look for a long. We didn't quite trap there. Didn't really break down, or did it? Maybe. First target maybe at the lows, 12 points. Then I'll just break even it and look for a long if it doesn't follow through. There we go. I'll break even this just in case it doesn't follow through, and then we'll trail it by a couple candles if we go. Gotta take that. I mean, that's $1,000. Cannot let that go back. So much easier when the market just gives you volatility. Holy shit. Why is it so much easier when the market gives you volatility? Please stay like this, market. Please stay like this. See, this is how the tick chart should look like. See? Freaking ticks are getting formed fast. All right, we might be taking another long here, guys. Finally, I'm going to take a long now. On the two-legged pullback. Next pullback, I'll take a long. Yep, follow through and I'm going to get above this EMA, hopefully. Glad I took that profit when I did. This is going to be... Stay red, please. Stay red. Stay red. Don't change colors on me in the last two ticks. Oh, bastards. Stay red. Look how they changed the candle to green at the last second. Oh, maybe not this time. All right, this time we're good. So we had the first pullback here that didn't make a new low, and this is the second one. So if we break these highs, I'll be long. See, if we had markets like this, it would be so much better to me to just copy trade more accounts after the ORB. Now I'm trading one account at a time, but could also get a trap down here, so that'll be an add. Boom. All right, I'm gonna break even on the second one. I'll break even on the second one, and I'll take the trap here long if it comes back. Hopefully we get some follow through VWAP to these highs. It is a 50K account, so taking $400 would be nice, but I'll try to take advantage of this volatility that we haven't had in a long time. The only time we had volatility like this was always news driven. And I feel like today it's just price action driven. I don't know if there's any news, but it seems very clean. Not just like for, a couple minutes and dies out. This could be a big reversal though. This could be a big reversal. I would not want to be like complaining about not taking profit at resistance. If it, if it goes, it goes, but I'm still going to take the profit there, even though I think it could, if it goes, it's going to go much higher. If this stops me out, I am still going to take a long though. So I'm stopped out, but I still like the long, and I'm still going to look for a long either here or here. But I should probably just manually enter. Entering, because if this just falls through, I don't want to be in. But if this breaks this low and then holds, I don't know if it broke it though. Yeah, it did. Okay. See if we could hold. Okay, now I have a kind of good stop right there. I'll just risk 420 on that. I think there's going to be more long opportunities or even short. The traps, usually I like to play them, play them out much faster than this, but we'll see. Usually they start going up much faster if it's going to work. This seems to be still struggling a little bit. Oh, wait. That was nice. That was a good... There's something going on here. There's something going on here because it rejected it really hard. All right. So now the plan... Down 250. Down a lot from the drawdown, though. Drawdown got killed on that, but... That's because I was up a lot on this. Can't look at the drawdown too much. That's one thing that, you know, we can't look at too much because it could play it. Like, people ask me, how do you kind of overcome that? But I have $1,800 in drawdown, but that's now static drawdown. Until I get to the high point of the account, this is just a static drawdown now. Right now, I don't want to long because this could be a 290. I mean, 900. 990 could be a area where the longs kind of just get trapped. This could still make new lows, which I would prefer at this point because this two-legged pullback worked. I didn't take my profit because of wanting more, but next time I'll get in and we might get more. So there is no FOMC today. It's FOMC minutes. How long does Phidias take to pay? And set up your live account once passed. What do you mean? They pay very fast, and a live account takes like 2 days or 3 days. Sim funded next day. All right, so I'm gonna do a two-legged pullback again. If we break above the moving average here. This volatility is amazing. This is something that I've missed, and I hope it stays for another couple hours. Because if I trade on my fundeds, I could then do some evals. %20 consistency is based on your trading. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just based on your trading. Oh, that's a bummer that I got stopped out there. But we'll take it again. Guys, consistency rules have nothing to do with the prop firm. It has to do with your trading. It's 20% of your biggest day, right? So if your day is whatever day you have that's the biggest, you just divide it by 0.2 and you will get the value you need for the total balance of the account. If you make $10,000 a day, then you'll be in the right consistency. Steve, then just take a look at what your biggest day is and let me know, and I'll tell you. Tell me what your balance is in the account, right? So you can log into the... But the dashboard should tell you, though. No? The Tradeify dashboard doesn't tell you? Let me take a look. All right, come on, make new lows. Come on. It's gonna be much better to reset. What was that? Logged out of QUANTOWER. Come on. Well, I'm glad I didn't take a full day off today. I wasn't supposed to trade. I wasn't supposed to trade today. But the market is presenting itself, so might as well trade. Let me see what Tradeify shows. Well, if you have a 50K advance, then you have 35% consistency. Number one, it's not 20%, it's 50%. I am red on the account, so I can't show you that because you should see what it says consistency wise here. But if you're negative, then obviously your consistency is going to be like 100. But highest profit day is what you got to look at. And then it's 35%, not even 30. If your highest day, hold on, because I got to look here. I'll take this as a pullback, and this is the second one. Nope. All right, so we're going to send a Hail Mary on this account on the next good setup. Kind of, when I switched over to longs, I just haven't been trading too well. I did well here. I was up a lot, but didn't take it. The profits can be confusing with all the rules. Yeah, for sure. I can't even keep up. But consistency rule, guys, if you don't understand consistency rule, you should take some time off from trading and learn the consistency rule, because consistency rule to me is second grade, maybe third grade math at best. I mean, I can't remember that far back. Maybe Polish, in Polish school. Because when I came to the US in 6th grade, I already learned 2 years ago what I was learning in 6th grade. So I learned that in probably 4th grade, what I was learning here in 6th grade. And I didn't speak any English, and then I was teaching all the kids how to do this. But yeah, consistency is very, very simple. It's actually the simplest of all rules, I think. People just make it too complicated for their own sake. Like trailing drawdown is confusing. What else could be confusing? A few other things, but consistency, if you're just overcomplicating it, and that's why you don't understand it. But once you simplify it, it really is so basic. Well, the math itself, you got to do, obviously. But I'm saying people, don't know like how much they need to make, or they think it's based on the account size. Like 50K has different consistency. Like it doesn't matter if you're trading a 50K account or a 150K account. It doesn't matter. The 20% consistency is the same, or 35% consistency is the same. It's based on your trading. when there's a 20% consistency, the fastest way you could get to a payout level is 5 days, because you have 20%, and each day makes 20% of your gains, right? And you need to get to 100% of gains always. So in order to get to 100% of gains, how many 20% days do you need? You need 5. And that's why Tradeify has it set up that way. But they would have to be identical. So getting to a payout with Tradeify straight to funding in 5 days is pretty much impossible unless you really just nail it to a tick, which with my opening range trade is doable. Now I'm getting a bounce here. Consistency rule and reward ratio rules. Tradeify is a little different. Tradeify is not different in consistency. Consistency is the same across all prop firms. There's only one prop firm that has a different consistency rule, and that is Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding, it goes based on your biggest trading day, and they don't have a consistency rule. They just have active trading days. And in order for an active trading day to be counted, a profitable day has to be a minimum of 23% of your biggest total day. So like I made $1,300 here. So if I make $200 tomorrow, it's going to count for profit, but it's not going to count towards the profitable days or active trading days. It's going to count as a flip day, right? So it's going to count the profit, but it's going to count as a flip day instead of an active trading day. And you need 8 active trading days on the first payout with Elite Trader Funding. So I do the math, 13, 14, and what is 23% of that? And it comes out to $300. So as long as I make over $300 in a day, then it's going to count towards that active trading day. And the same thing applies to Bullnox, except Bullnox does not have a percentage. It's by, not intuition, but discretion. It's their discretion to determine whether you're flipping or if you are actively trading. If you have a $7,000 day and then you have a $300 day, to you, that's not a flip, but to them, that is a flip. Okay. And we've seen some denials based on that. So be very careful of sending Bullnox accounts on news the first day with 7 contracts, making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And then, sizing down and just trying to get it under 40%. All right, we kind of slowed down here a little bit, but still selling off. I mean, my first short entries were freaking phenomenal. Wish I held them a little longer. These longs kind of fooled me. We do have room to sell off a little bit more into. Hopefully, we don't just sell off into this consolidation and then just start chopping around again. Hopefully that's not the case. I'm down 1,000 on this account. I was up $400. Brand new account, so not worry about that. I'm just worried about the $400 I could have had on it. So next trade, I will send it. The whole move is gone. Yes, that's crazy. Up and down, just like our trading emotions, up and down. I need to do some evals. And do we have, I think we have CPI next week, right? I really like the news trade on the 150K accounts. I really like the news trading. Lucid now has 5 accounts. I think I'm gonna do it. They have pretty cheap straight to funded accounts compared to like Tradeify. But I should have the 150Ks. Those are more expensive. The 150Ks are always so much harder to get to a payout, but when you take the payout, you don't blow the account. Like you don't take all the safety out of the account, right? The drawdown. Versus on the 50K, you make 3 grand, you take out 2 grand, it's 1,000 left. It's like you always blow the account afterwards. Versus on the 150K, you got to make 9 grand to take out 3 grand, but then you got 6 grand left. What spendings can you write off on 1099 from trading? Well, number one, we are not trading, okay? Keep that in mind. This is the biggest thing. We are not trading. We are 1099 subcontract, non-employee compensation. I'm just trying to see what the 1099 NEC stands for. So that's the form that we get. Okay, first pullback, second pullback. We're not gambling, no. Gambling, you get a W8 or something, W2G. There's a different form for gambling. We are neither. We are literally, there's no difference whether I trade or if I make money on photo booths and other companies send me a 1099. There's really no difference in income. The same type of income. Also, to give you a perspective, there's no difference in my affiliate income versus trading income. Okay, to give you a perspective, there's no difference. It all gets put together on a 1099. So that's number one. Okay, it's not trading. It's just regular income. And what can you deduct? Well, pretty much everything that you use for it. So your computers, your cell phone, trying to adhere on the trap, your cell phone, your desk, your chair, some of your food. Food, you got to have a good accountant to kind of know exactly what you could write off. What else can you write off? I mean, there's a lot of other things you could write off. Part of your property taxes, part of your house, part of your rent. Nice trap there. Very nice trap. But it said, you know what? We're not gonna go up yet. It should not be capital gains income, though. I don't know exactly how it works when you trade with a funded live account with the prop firm, right? If you trade live with Top Step, Tradeify, I don't know exactly how that works. I'm strictly talking about sim funded accounts, but even those accounts, I think it's a 1099. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Yeah, 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation. Is there a way of trading that fit within the rules of all different prop accounts? Yes. Pretty much. If you trade with Apex, you fit within every other prop firm for the most part. There's like certain things like scalping, like 10-second trades on certain prop firms that maybe are not allowed that you could do on Apex. But other than that, I mean, there's really not much else. I'm trying to think of like a rule that you wouldn't be able to do on one prop firm that you could do on the other. Like trading news, for example, obviously. So like, yes, you got to be careful with that. But just don't overthink it too much. I mean, all the rules are basic for most prop firms, you know, hedging, high frequency trading, stuff like that you can't do, but all contracts in. Yeah, exactly. So if you do it with Apex, you know, you'll be okay with other prop firms because you're not gonna use full contracts. Plus, there's no other prop firm that I could think of that has 10 contracts on the 50K account. I'm sure there is one, but I can't think of one. I can't think of any prop firm that has 10 contracts on the 50K account. All of them have 5 or 7, or even 3, like my funded futures. Phidias, okay, forgot about that. Yeah, and Phidias has end of day trailing. I mean, yeah, end of day drawdown. Yeah, this account's cooked. Not getting the bounce I want, so gonna lose one account. I'm not stopping out. There's no point. But made some good progress on the other accounts, so I'm happy with that. That's how I prefer to trade. As long as there's volatility, I don't mind losing accounts. Do we have any other ones to trade? I don't think so. But if there is a good bounce, maybe I'll just add to. But it's got to be a clear bounce. Right now, I need to get over I need to see a reversal first. Right now, I'm trying to catch the reversal. We're not getting it. So, I mean, we are. I'm just not taking profit. You know, usually when I do a two-legged pullback, I always go for 21 ticks. That's the strategy. But obviously, I was down a lot. So it's all because, see, I let a winner run and it didn't work. And that you could see what happens when you let a winner run, it doesn't work, and you blow the account. It's like a down spiral type of thing. Versus, I take this profit. I'm done trading this account, right? I'm up $400 and I'm done. I'll move on to the next. And you protect that account. Yeah, you might lose on the other one, but you already locked in $400. But yeah, I have one Apex account that's not activating. I don't know why. I should have one more 150K account. Yeah, Tradeify definitely has a lot less rules. Yes, Tradeify has no safety nets. I talk about that all the time. Why Tradeify is great is because there's no safety net. Trying to get as many 150Ks. Yeah. Wow, of course, again, we bounce. These bastards, man. These bastards are really getting to me now with the stop losses. Don't know if I have any other accounts I want to trade. Maybe this one. Looks too good to be true. Oh, free. And when things look too good to be true, then I don't trade with them. Very nice CP. I know someone that's requesting 100K from My Funded Futures, and it's not easy. See? It's very hard to find another Apex, guys. Apex is one of the only prop firms that you can make a shit ton of money in. The golden days of prop firms are over for the most part, but Apex still has, yes, if you're able to trade with Apex, you could still get a big payout from them if you're that good of a trader. For me, it doesn't matter because I'm never going to get a huge payout like that. I get a lot of payouts. I don't get a huge payout. Like I've never had a single account, you know. I don't think I've ever taken more than like $6,000 in one account ever. With Take Profit Trader, you could, but yeah, that's a good point. With Take Profit Trader, you could. They'll put you live, so you could do on the live account, and then you have pretty much uncapped. It's a good point there. You can make 45K a month with Tradeify. No, they'll put you live. They'll put you live pretty quick. You can maybe do it for a month or two, but then after that, you're going live. Nice, Dalvin. Yeah, I finally passed 150K Take Profit Trader account. I'm going to be very aggressive on it for the first couple days, and then once I'm at buffer, I mean, I could take out, imagine this was my elite trader funding after, you know, $1,300 in one account. No, you don't have to have the accounts for a long time, no. I don't exactly know what their method is to put you live, but I know they put you live pretty quick. It's not a bad thing. But I also know someone that couldn't get a live account with them. NinjaTrader did not approve. They use NinjaTrader as their broker, and NinjaTrader did not approve him. Yet he has a NinjaTrader account, like personal account. Are there any rules on hedging evals on Take Profit Trader? No. There's no rules on hedging because you can't hedge. Like you can't pass with the hedge, you know. You could hedge halfway. Like you could hedge halfway and then do the other half manually. Yeah, you could do that. Guaranteed 150K pass would cost 864. Well, you also have to keep in mind that Take Profit Trader has a maximum amount of evals you could have in a 30-day period. But yes, you could technically do it. I did the math too. I forget what it came out to. You would need, first you need 4 150K accounts to do it. And then you need you only need 4. You need 4 to pass 1, yes. But here's the kicker, Dominican trader. Here's the kicker. You need 3. You hedge 1. You hedge 1 pair, right? So that's 2. The one that loses on that hedge, you reset for $100. It's not, you know. Yeah, it's $100 reset. That's why I started liking the 150K accounts, because I'm like, wow, once you fail the eval, the reset itself is only $100. So it's like you have a month to pass, and it costs you the same as a 25K or 50K eval. So how much is a 150K with 40% off? Does anyone know off the top of your head? I think I have it on the stream too. 216. Yeah, 216. So 216 times 3 plus 100. Yeah, 748. You're making a good point. 748 to guarantee pass a Take Profit Trader 150K eval. Now that is quite expensive. That's like buying a straight to funded account. But if you do the math on how many times you fail doing the eval, sometimes you're like close to that number anyway. Good point there. Well, the good thing about Apex is there's no wasting time on evals, especially if we do 50Ks. I could pass evals very, very fast with Apex because of the 10 contracts. The 150Ks, I gotta wait for news, I think. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. I hope Prop Shop is not a scam. I mean, I hope not either, but do I trust them? No. Would I get them? Yes. But I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. I would just trade with them, and if they shut down, just make sure you use a credit card that you could charge back with. I've never done a chargeback on the credit card ever in my life, so I don't even know how that works. I don't know. Do we dispute the transaction, or how's that work? But if Prop Shop goes under, then anyone that's pushing them, like there's a few people that are pushing them. There's the same people that are pushing who just went under? What prop firm just went on? I have a terrible memory. What prop firm just closed? No. Thrive, yeah. Now, Fast Track is old. Fast Track is old news. It's going to be almost a year since Fast Track closed. Last year at this time, Fast Track was like the hot thing on the market, and then soon after they shut down. Okay, let's see if we could get 40 ticks here on this two-legged pullback. Come on, you could do it. Come on, film me. I was about to say. Charge back a Porsche 911 just to see how fast Visa puts me in jail. Well, if the Porsche dealership gave you or any dealership gave you a car on a credit card, then they should be in jail. Imagine that was possible, buying a car and a credit card. Actually, it probably is possible. If you have like a $10,000 like credit limit and you go buy like a junk car, like, you know, like a first car for someone, like $5,000, $6,000, plenty of cars like that. I'm sure you could do it. I highly doubt a dealership would accept credit card. Get a big loan from the bank and buy the bank. Yeah, I don't think that works in real life. Doesn't Take Profit Trader put you in the pro account or Pro Plus when you pass? It's pro account. Pro Plus is when you make $10,000 or more in one day. You could go to Pro Plus in one day if you make $10,000. But see, like, if I would have taken my profit on this previous two-legged pullback here, we would have been chilling. Would have never blown this account. These are evals. This is blown. I don't know why it's still here. I gotta log in and out of Take Profit Trader. Robson, yeah, sure, I could help you out. Scaling violation 626. Okay, 50K account. You can't use more than 5 contracts. Did you use more than 5 contracts at any time? I did use 6 once. Yeah, so that's the violation. How do you handle health insurance? You just sign up for it. Every December you sign up for it. So I pay for it myself. Right here on this. Wow, what a move. Of course, now I want to let a winner run. Of course I don't. I only let winners run when it doesn't go. I keep saying that every day, and I'm showing you guys that's how it works. If you don't let a winner run, it's gonna run. If you let it run, it's not gonna run. And how do we beat that? How do we overcome that? That's been my struggle since the very beginning of trading, guys. I am not even kidding. See if I could find some screenshots of my trading days from stocks. Where could they be? I've changed computers so many times that things get lost. Trading, shorting charts. No, I can't find anything. It's definitely somewhere. I just don't know where. You trail your stop. How do you trail your stop and not get stopped out? That's another thing. How do you trail your stop and not get stopped out before the big move happens? And how often do you lose on your trailing stop that if you would have just taken the profit, like, because here I won 40 ticks, right? Here I won 40 ticks. On the account that I blew right here, I had 40 ticks, right? I didn't take that profit. I let it run. I stopped out break even. And I got kind of frustrated. Well, not frustrated. I didn't get frustrated actually at all. I took a long here because I thought this was gonna hold and keep going higher, right? But it didn't. I got stopped out there and then kind of would have won again if I didn't use a stop, but it is what it is. These two-legged pullbacks, I gotta be careful when there's resistance right above. But I'm just thinking out loud. At least I was able to take a lot of good trades today on stream. Volatility came back, took a lot of good trades. There's hope that there will be some more trading in the future, in the near future on, on the regular trading hours, not just the open. Like, good point there, good point. And good point, trader rewire. When you trade negative risk reward, it's very true. But trader rewire, I have a question for you. I don't know if that's what you do or that's how you trade. How do you deal with, let's say your risk is $300 and you're up $600 on the trade. How do you deal with that trade going back to break even or whatever, So you're up $600 and you're not taking profit. How do you deal with the profit, unrealized profit erasing? How do you deal with that? Does it affect you emotionally? Do you not care? What's your story with that? Because I feel like for some people this is very challenging, and I think for some other people it's less challenging. Oftentimes I see that with micros too, like Luna said, but with micros there is just a lot less emotions. Eventually you're gonna have to scale up, and are you gonna have the same emotions? Because I've had 400-point winners on micros, I could never do that on minis just because of the P&L factor. Okay, you always aim for 1 to 3 plus risk reward. Okay. So what happens when you are up to R and then you lose on the trade. Do you get mad at that? And I hear moving your stop to break even is not recommended when you trade that way, because obviously if you're putting your stop to break even, you're invalidating the trade itself. And you don't trust it, whatever. That's what they say. I don't know. Okay, so you still get emotional about it. That's like... Yeah, for me, it would work. But then if it happens 2 times in a row, then I just kind of... just don't want to do it anymore. I don't know. I just never... I've been trading for 8 years. Not like I've been trading for 5 months. And I have never had any luck ever, ever. The only reason I've made so much money in trading is because I'm scalping and because I take profits quickly. I've never, ever had any luck long-term holding winners. And I've tried. One of my biggest blow-up days in trading stocks was risk-reward trading. I switched over to risk-reward trading. It was 3-to-1. So I risked $300 to make $900. And looking back at it now, it's silly, but obviously back then, $300 was a decent loss. And I would lose like 5 trades in one day. And then I would try to make it back. And it's so stupid, like looking at it now, because if I lose 5 times, that's $1,500 loss. I definitely have that on TradingView too. I could probably find it. I know it was August of 22, I think, or 21. I really want to go back to stocks though, guys. I really would like to go back to stocks. As an addition. Okay, I think it was 22 August. Yep. Let me see if I could find something. So this is one of my worst months ever because I was trading risk reward. But I don't know what I was doing. See, like I would lose, look. Oh, so see, I kept losing 300, and I just held a huge loser because look what happened. I remember this. I remember this like it was... See? I remember this like it was a month ago. This day, specifically. I short, get stopped out, dumps, right? So that's what I went through on many trades. Stopped out. It happened so many times, guys. I short, stop out, dumps. These are all different trades, and I'm risking $300 per trade. Short, stop out, dumps, right? So you see where I'm going with this, right? All these trades I would have won on had I not had a stop. So then I finally said, you know, screw the stop. And I'm going to add, and of course, this is the one time it didn't work. And it's just like the most insane thing, but it just happened. And it costed me $5 grand. I was an $8,000 losing day. Obviously, it had a lot to do with like with this. This is one of my worst months. But see, like, I'll lose 300, make 900, lose 300, make 900. So it was fine. It's just finding that setup to make it work was just so difficult. Pretty tough time around that time. And this was like scalping. This was like a good month of scalping, one losing day. Just quick scalps and be done. Then I would have months like this where it's like a break-even month. Because one big losing day. One huge losing day. $2,000 was my max loss limit. You could see 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. So that was my max daily loss limit. This might be my biggest day ever, actually. If this was the trade, no. Was this the trade? No, it wasn't. Might have been, actually. No. This was one of my biggest trading days ever on a live funded, self-funded account. $30-40K days. I don't know how I could do that. But Victor, you know how they've been struggling, right? They've been struggling too, those guys. Was I ever in Warrior Trading Room? Yes. But I was in Warrior Trading Room to short stocks, not to long stocks. So basically fade him. Like when he would sell, we would go short. Because he has a huge influence on small caps. I don't know if it's like that now, but back then the volume was a lot lower because trading wasn't as popular. So he had a huge impact on people. Like, you know, people would chase after him and it would dump like big time. Should I trade any other accounts? Oh, wait, we have a Bullnox account that we could trade. Got a Bullnox freshie. Do I believe that Ross is a 400K this month? Yeah. He's trading massive, massive size and he's a filthy millionaire, so. He's good at what he does, but he also has a huge edge because he pumps the stocks, right? So he creates volume in those stocks. When people chase after him, we're not trading futures there, right? We're trading small cap stocks. We're trading stocks that have low floats, meaning that they have a limited amount of shares available on the market. So if you have 1,000 or 2,000, probably now he's probably got like 3,000 or 4,000 people in this chat room, and they all chase with the little size after him. It creates so much liquidity for him to sell into. Well, he got sued for millions because of the not because of fraud. Like he actually traded. There's a guy in futures that got caught for never trading a live account, always using sim account, and he still does it to this day. I actually like him, but it's so funny how I don't know how he still survives basically, but it's all, it's all paper trading and never a live account in futures. But Ross got sued for disclaimer issues, not showing like, saying the wrong things, not saying that trading is risky and stuff. That's why he says trading is so risky now. Don't ever copy my trades, blah, blah, blah. He says that like a million times every video. So he didn't get sued for fraud. Okay, it's a lot different. He still traded those accounts. It's just false like advertisement or whatever. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Joseph James. Paper trading. ICT 2.0. I've never traded small caps to the long side. I really am curious. I might do it. I might just fund a TD Ameritrade and try to long small caps. Oh, Jason Bond. Yeah. Good old days. Oh, they got sued big time. They got shut down. That was a big lawsuit. There's so many scams out there, like Ricky Gutierrez, whatever his name is. He's making millions off of TechBud Solutions, whatever. I know so many scams that got shut down. Even smaller guys. It was no different. Like, people just paper trading and then claiming to be the best. It's the same thing that's happening in futures right now too. A lot of ICT content is just paper traders. Like Casper, I don't think he trades. Russ is not a scam now. It's just what he does is it's not really realistic for most people because he has a chat room that pushes the stocks, but he's not a scam in a sense. He trades real money. If he trades real money, I mean, at that point, how can it be a scam? You're not going to be able to replicate it. If you think you are going to be able to replicate it, then you might think it's a scam. But if you are realistic, then yes, it's 10K max. If you make 10K max, it will sell you out of position, and then automatically you get put into a live account. But take profit trader live accounts are actually amazing, guys. There's no difference. I wouldn't mind. There's no difference between being live and take profit trader versus being on sim, and actually you get 10% more of your profits. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if you follow him, then you're an idiot, and I don't feel sorry for you because you're gonna learn. But if you trade his strategies and the way he scalps, you could do it. Just don't follow him. If you're gonna follow him, then you're just a sheep and you're gonna get slaughtered. You're gonna be too slow. But man, I am tempted now to fund 30K into TD Ameritrade and try. I miss stocks. I miss stocks. Especially when we have super slow volatility in futures. Like today was great, but like keep doing what you're doing. I mean, I'm not gonna stop. Nothing would change. I'll just have one screen with a scanner and one screen with the scanner and just trade some stocks. Probably wouldn't even do it on stream. I would just do it on a different screen. Nice job, Coach Fred. I'm just trying to think what would make it worth my time. Like 5K a month wouldn't make sense, right? 5K a month wouldn't make sense. 10K a month maybe would make sense. But like someone like Victor says, you can make 20 grand in a day. Like that would be great. Because it feels real. Like I'm up 6 grand right now on futures, right? And I lost 2,200 in one account, so I'm up like 7,000 on the fundeds. Why did I not get filled? Yeah, volatility is dying down now. Unfortunately, I will lose another funded here. Fuck. All right, that's gonna be it. Can't risk more accounts. Can't lose more in the day too. Yeah, but I wouldn't be risking money I can't lose. Let's put it that way. All right, let's just fucking go in. Maybe it'll bounce. I'm tired of this. Once the volume died and momentum stopped, you could see there's no follow through and trades no longer work. It's crazy how it works, but when there's volatility, it works. When there's no volatility, it doesn't work. Okay, back to 2 Bullanox accounts. All right, so let's do that giveaway. I'm gonna do that giveaway. Comment picker. Hopefully, I could do a comment picker on because it's not a YouTube video. Hopefully, it lets me do that. I didn't think of it. I'll just pick manually, if anything. If I can't. Actually, maybe I could do it this way. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Okay, let's see if I could do it this way. I'm doing a giveaway based on yesterday's post. Let me see if this is gonna work. Okay, not that easy. It's gonna take me a while to do this, but no, it's gonna take me too long to do that. YouTube, it's gotta be a website. YouTube, comment, post. YouTube, post, comment, picker. Don't think that's gonna work. Fuck. I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of that. Whatever, I'm just gonna. All right. You guys see this, right? So we have all the comments here. And we have 1,202 numbers. So I am gonna just go to a random number generator. Minimum 1, maximum 12. Oh, I'll do maximum 1250. And whoever it lands on, it's gotta land on your comment. Actually, it's gotta land on. Actually, we'll see how long it takes. We're gonna try to find a person that has a number next to their name. Generate 283. Let's see. 283. Ooh, blank. $863. Ooh. Oh, Stephen Kirk, so close. 450. Oh, my man. Again, he wins. Chicken dinners. That was good. All right, so now I gotta find your comment. Slow day in the markets. Once it heats up, we crush it. That was the comment. Maybe winners can only win once a year. Well, I don't know anyone's number either, but we could find you. You were 309, Carolina. Seven, 17, 27, 37. Oh, it looks like it was 10. Every 10. Thanks, guys, for all the comments, though. I appreciate that. I wish I could get giveaways every day from prop firms, but I don't know how they do that. Then you gotta like tweet it and tag 10 people on your, on your repost. Annoy everyone on Twitter to get some freebies. Such a stupid way to advertise, but it works. Even Tradeify is doing it, literally. Tradeify wants you to follow their YouTube, follow them on Twitter, and join the Discord, and you join a giveaway. And the more people you refer, the higher chance of winning. Like, it's crazy. My last trade here was horrible. Of course, I sized in all the way 7 contracts and blew it. It's probably going to bounce now. Oh, well, 2 brand new accounts gone. I'll take that. I don't really care. Most important thing is that I grew the other accounts. But yeah, this would have... It's crazy how fast you could lose $2,500 though, right? It's pretty insane how fast you could lose it. Once you size up, yeah, this is going to bounce. Yeah, we're back in the range. No more follow through, just back in the range now. So anyone that's shorting the lows, buying the highs is going to get destroyed. And that was me. Oh, it's 12 o'clock already. Oof, time to go get breakfast. Is my friend still sleeping? Is your email the same for Take Profit? All right. I'm going to email them and they're going to transfer the 50K account for you. All right, email them. Should be good to go. Hopefully you'll get it by end of today, but if not, you'll get it tomorrow. They're pretty quick with it. Finally, tomorrow I get to start a 150K Take Profit Trader funded account. What plans do we have today? Not really anything. Probably just hang out. Low key. Maybe play some Call of Duty. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go out today. Do I ever use market orders? Yes. They should be emailing you, Ivan. Can't believe I blew it on the first day. How am I doing today? Not bad. I was thinking about going to a game today, but the tickets are crazy expensive. Let me see how much they are now, actually. But see how much tickets are on StubHub today. It's gonna be sold out. Yeah, they only have like the upper section. Lower section is like $400 each. Yeah, same thing, Luna. I was supposed to be done, and then market became like very fun today. So now it's getting right into the chop. But this was a lot of fun. This area here was a lot of fun to trade. So stuck around a little longer. Yeah, next trade, Lou. I was gonna just stream the recap of today, like the opening range trade and what my plan is. But then the market became very violent right off the get go, so I traded a little bit more. Took a bunch of trades on stream today, actually. All the green accounts are not only from opening range trade, but yeah, this is my P&L today. These are my funded accounts with Tradeify. The daily loss limit saved me yesterday, I guess. But I thought Tradeify did not have a daily loss limit on. Let me see. Start trading. Advanced accounts. It doesn't say they have a daily loss limit, so I don't know how much drawdown I have left. But yeah, I blew one here. I mean, it's as bad as of a trade as it gets, really, but who knew? I found the futures 40% resets till 2 p.m. Is it because of that issue they had, yes, on Monday? I should reset this account, but yeah. I don't have any luck with my funded futures right now, so I should have some trade day accounts, though. They rebuild. Incorrect user. How? What changed? Anyway, guys, I am going to go. It's already 12:12. So much for a short stream. Again, my friend is visiting from California. I don't know if he's still sleeping. I haven't seen him yet. I texted him, but he better wake up. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, take profit trader. Code ALP. Apex extended their sale. Code Alpine. 90% off on Bullnox. Code Alpine. 35% off. Code on Tradeify is also Alpine. So it's Alpine everywhere except on Take Profit Trader. Hopefully we could continue with this volatility for the next few days. That would definitely help, especially with passing evals. Tomorrow I'll start my Take Profit Trader 150K pro account finally. Hopefully I don't lose it on the first day. Damn it. I'm going to be aggressive on the first couple of days, and then I'm going to slow it down. My goal again, I forgot to talk about the goal. The whole point of the stream was to talk about the goal and how I'm going to try to get as many accounts quickly over the buffer and then slow down. So once I have new accounts, you see I'll get them to buffer first, and then cut back on size. So this account, maybe after tomorrow, I'm going to size down. It's going to be at like 154, 154, 300 or something like that. I'll size down after that. This one's already sized down. Like $500 that's pretty small size for a 150K account. That's 4 contracts. All right, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much. Congrats to Xavier, as he would like to say in English, Mr. Polar Soccer. With Apex, are you getting in the buffer while following consistency rule, or do you sacrifice your first payout getting approved? Well, the consistency rule, you can't break it. That doesn't matter. I think you're saying about the drawdown. The drawdown, sometimes I do get denied. I already got denied once this month. I requested 2 payouts this month. I have no idea if I could request a payout from this account, if I could request a payout from this account. I have no idea. Right now, I'm trading blind with Apex. So I'll just log in later and we're good. Oh, I just got an email from Take Profit that you got a 50K account in your should be transferred, is what I'm saying. So when you're pushing to get it over the buffer, you might risk more than 30%. I try not to, but sometimes yes. Sometimes it's because I trade such big size that I don't pay attention to that specific account. Once you're trading 20 accounts, you're not looking at the P&L, right? Every single time. Like I don't look at the P&L. I just look at my chart and I don't see the P&L moving. So it's sometimes I might be below 30% of it without even knowing. It is hard to calculate, especially with trailing. No, it's not hard to calculate. When you are below your buffer, it's always the same. It doesn't change. So if you do 50K accounts, it's always 750. If you do 150K accounts, then it's is it 5,000 drawdown or $4,500 drawdown? Forget. Wait, I hope I sent it to the right person. Yeah, I did. I think it's 1350 on a 150K account. Anyway, guys, love you and see you all tomorrow. Adios. Have a good rest of your day. It's getting choppy now, so be careful.